Hi, what if your AI assistant could answer questions about your personal notes, things you wrote yourself that are nowhere on the internet, maybe your private diaries or some cooking experiments or some learning lessons that you drafted? So that's exactly what I've built here, an AI agent that reads your documents and reasons over them step by step in full transparency. So let me show you how it works. So the agent is built on what we call the PDMA loop, the four steps that repeat for every question. So, step one, perception. The agent reads your question and breaks it into sub goals, like a smaller to-dos, like as in like fetch this page, extract that, report this, etc. Each one starts from an open, in the open mark in the to-do list. So step two, decision. The agent looks at the open goals and picks a tool. Should it search the web or not? Like look in its private knowledge base, download a URL. It decides by itself without any human in the loop. Then the step three, action. It stores. Okay, this actually calls the tools and gets a result. And the step four, memory. This one stores the result. It stores what it has learned. Are all goals satisfied? If yes, it answers. If no, it loops back to the perception and tries again. So it's a simple, transparent. Every iteration is also logged. Here's my personal documents. Like I've stored about 50 markdown files, some session notes from a training program, some personal cooking logs. I'm a travel enthusiast, so some travel itineraries, notes, etc. So Google has never seen this, nor ChatGPT or any AI knows about these things. These are strictly personal to me. So what I will be doing is indexing these documents. So the indexing script, there's an indexing script that is built, and all the 50 files are fed at once. And the script breaks each document into 400 word chunks, like pages in the books. Then it converts each chunk into 768 numbers using a model called nomic embed text. So then these numbers capture the meaning of the text, not just the keywords. So this is called embedding. So similar meanings produce similar numbers, and those numbers end up close together in the mathematical dimension. And okay, I think yeah, I've made it a little complex. So all these embeddings are stored in a vector database, a local vector database called FIAS. And so the two chunks from file one, then after all the 50 files, like there's like 122 chunks. So it's like giving the AI a photographic memory of everything that is written. All of it is stored here in the local vector database. Now let's see an example here. I've asked a question, fetch from this URL and tell me his birth date, death date, and three key contributions in information theory. So it picks from the Claude Shannon website. So if you see, watch the loop here, the perception sees two goals. It fetches the page, extract the facts, then the decision fires a fetch URL call. So 260,000 bytes downloaded here. Uh, if you see here, yeah. And then iteration two, it attaches and reads it. Answer is produced. In iteration three, it checks if all the goals have accomplished, and then the final answer is provided. So it's fully autonomous. It plans by itself and acts accordingly. Uh, so if you see this one here, this is another variant to demonstrate the persistent memory. So here we store the memory, key memory. So the query, see here, if you see it asked the agent to save the mom's birthday, then there is a follow-up question. Once it saves and stuff, then there's a follow-up question here. And within one iteration, it remembered because I have given here when is the birth date, and it is able to retrieve the birth date from the memory. And what else? So query G. Okay. So here in this case, I'll show you how it uses the search knowledge. Uh, so these are the tools that are available for the MCP, and here it uses the search knowledge to retrieve the credit assignment problem in one of the papers. So here I have similarly I've stored some papers, and it is trying to fetch the data from this internal knowledge base and provide a response. So this is like a multi-document synthesis. If you see here, my document data is spread across multiple documents, and I've asked for a comparison between two papers. And it goes through similar iterations, and finally, if you see, it's in a raw tabular format. It has provided the comparison between the two. And so let me show about the documents that we indexed to the my personal document. So if you see here, uh, this is semantic recall on personal data. The query says navigation confusion, but none of my documents ever mention the word exactly as navigation, confusion, etc. But it has understood the semantic nature of that document, and it is able to provide a response as to what that confusion was when long back I was in London to navigate. And so similarly here as well, yep, this is similar. Let me show you without the RAG. So here, if you see it goes for a web search. It doesn't check for the internal knowledge base or the RAG because at this point, I had not executed the loading to the RAG. It's only at this point I have executed the RAG. Uh, so it's the same question what we asked here, but without the RAG, and it clearly tries to make up some answer. Since I asked very specific question, though it made some fair attempt to answer, it finally gave up. So just so yeah. So after indexing, everything changes. Like we saw, the same question hits the FIRES vector database, and the query gets converted into 768 numbers. So the nearest neighbor search finds the chunk from the session, one of our personal notes, the exact activities, the closing proverb that we saw there, etc. Word to word, everything is retrieved. Uh, so this is RAG, retrieval augmented generation. So before the AI answers, it retrieves the relevant pieces of your document and uses them as an open book. Uh, the closed book exam, the AI in the closed book exam, and this doesn't exist, the AI just guesses from the general knowledge it's trained upon. So here, this is the autonomous AI agent that breaks any questions into goals, picks its own tools, reads private documents that nobody else can access, and builds a persistent memory across the runs. This is my code base. Feel free to check out. Thanks for watching.